Live from a place where smart parts exist. It's Friday night with the A-Team with your host, Darryl the Cigar Vlogger Moore, Roxanne, Let Me See Your Transcript, and Mad Church Disease. If your YouTube channel is the entertainment leg of your church, the Alphabet Boys are looking for you in Nutville. It's a night of fun and laughs and trending topics. So sit back and listen and enjoy the show.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing, fellas?
Hey. Friday night. Wait a minute, I have to repent because
You got to repent? Why? Why you got to repent?
right?
Why you got to repent?
No, no, because I can't be listening to that worldly music. You know that.
You see, you can't listen to what music?
That worldly music. Because I'm apostolic. Because we go to the beach with our jeans on and stuff. We don't even let the water touch our skin.
And the women wear jean skirt.
Lord of mercy.
Well, happy Friday.
Well, I am. Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy birthday, Ava. Late birthday.
Ava, happy birthday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Some people still celebrating. You know, my peoples, we like to celebrate. I'm 5% Irish. That's why I got the green still here.
Then you know that Darryl is only the 5% that like to drink. That's just that's the 5%. That's the 5% she is the drinking part.
Mm-hmm. Only Irish I got is Irish Bailey's cream. That's it.
Oh, that would go good with some coffee right now. That was one of the things on the list of Irish things you can eat and drink for St. Patrick's Day. I didn't have that. Hey, she nurses Christine, Kesha, Ebony Woods, birthday girl, Ava Collier, Lewis Franklin. How y'all doing?
I'm driving home. Robert's birthday dinner.
Tell him happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Robert.
And tell your dad to help you set up your Cash App so I can see you some birthday dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So how was y'all's week?
I'm wore out.
So am I, Darryl.
I'm beat. I am beat. When I tell you I'm beat. I dealt with, I'll tell y'all what I dealt with. Officer involved shooting. Preparing for the murder trial next week. Victim impact statements. I just had my hands full today.
Oh wow, Lo siento.
Yeah.
Well, let's celebrate your son's birthday.
That's the bright spot of my day.
How are you?
No, actually, how was your day?
I feel a little guilty because this was spring break for me, so I'm just been really relaxed.
Well, that ain't nothing to feel bad about. That you need rest.
So I had to admit that I was feeling down earlier today, but I worked on my strategies. Got better. Some friends called. I talked to them, so that was good. And getting ready for the show, got my lip gloss popping. Lip gloss is cool. Right. So.
And while this is on my mind, just wanted to say, Roxanne, we're praying for you as well.
Yes, we are.
Just wanted because I didn't want to forget about that because it was just ran across my mind. So yeah.
Yes, please keep my YouTube bestie in prayer. Hey, She Nurses TV. Hey, Ebony. Oh, sorry. Hey, Mississippi Girl, Digital Logic, Vici, the Double Dime Diva. Hey, A&B. Glad y'all can make it.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all want to talk about first this week?
Jussie Smollett.
Lord. Jussie. Lord.
Jussie rhymes with Tussie.
Lord have mercy. I thought he was gonna be in there at least a month.
No,
Two
I
and
thought
a
he
half.
was gonna do.
Two
I
and a
thought
half
his
at the
stupid.
most. Mm-hmm.
I thought his stupid ass was gonna do his whole sentence, and he said that pulled something off and got somebody working his favor.
Mm-hmm.
He's
But
a celebrity. Let's keep that in mind.
right.
Number two, we have a prison overcrowding situation in America.
Mm-hmm.
That's number three. Uh, and to tell you the truth, I don't think anybody wants to see him behind bars in his mental condition. And
I
I
do.
think I think that probably played a part with it, and I'm quite sure that might be true, sir. But I just, he has a lot of fans. Taraji P. Henson, a lot of celebrities probably leaned on their friends and made some phone calls and asked some people who know some people to do what they do for those celebrities,
Well,
and
his
that's
light
just
skinned
what
ass
it
gotta go
is.
just like everybody else. You do some crazy shit to some white men in MAGA hats and 30 below zero or pouring bleach on you and whooping your ass. You supposed to go just like everybody else gotta go. Shane Brown gotta go. You gotta go.
I'm gonna post my video that I did on the day that he was released, and I did a like a summary because I feel like we have been watching Keeping Up with the Smolletts. Or we've been watching a play. We've been watching a drama. We've been watching season 7 of Empire. We were seeing Jamal in the courtroom. We wasn't
We were
seeing
watching a damn
Jussie
fool. That's what we was watching.
in the
A damn
courtroom.
fool.
And he getting out. One, as soon as he left, raising a fist. I am not suicidal. Those are code words. The people already know when someone says suicide or suicidal, they're supposed to act on it. Even if you say I am not. Then he got some good lawyers because they were already on that appeal very quickly, and so I knew that they were going to be getting that ready. Then plus COVID-19 is impacting the jail, especially in Cook County jail. They had a fire in the jail this past week, so a lot of that had to do with it. I'm so happy he didn't say nothing when he left jail. We didn't need his fist up no more, fellas. What did y'all mute yourself?
Yeah, I did because I'm driving.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this again.
Mm-hmm.
His yellow ass got to go to jail like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Damn about his celebrity or his light skin or his contacts and connections. His head ain't crazy. He need to go lay down. He need to go up there to Cook County Mental Hospital or somebody else to live up that way. They could be roommates and sit there down together and eat some Jello and graham crackers and drink apple juice. Because his ass crazy. I know he crazy. Him and Kanye West and all them other jokers is around that way. They're crazy. They need to be together. And he know what he did. He broke the law. He should pay that money back to the city of Chicago that they spent. And just take the L, sitting there pumping your fist, talking about you innocent, you appealing. Ain't nothing to appeal. You did that. You lied. You crazy. You the kind of joker go to somebody's job, be outside their building on the top of a parking deck. Just crazy. You need it crazy. Then you sit there and show up to the job the next day because you got roasted. You just crazy. Just slow.
But Darryl, that's not illegal because standing in the parking lot is different from standing at the door of the business.
Yeah, getting shot in the ass out there, just a quick and getting shot in the ass at the door. You put your stupid ass up there behind somebody, knowing you ain't conducting no business, that's menacing. By the laws of Texas, that's menacing. If you go to a place and you don't have no intent, you don't have any business there, you're not conducting any business, you're not visiting anybody, you don't have any personal or professional business there, you just there to intimidate and harass somebody. In your state being an open carry state and very Second Amendment friendly, you get what you get. You get that big watermelon head split up, you have a little short casket. You built funny anyway, so you have a little small casket. But all that because somebody made fun of you and hurt your little feelings, and you weren't taught how to process your anger in your special IEP classes. So, you just, I don't know what to say. These young folks, they don't know how to process their feelings. So they get out and they lash out and they show up at the jobs and tell me they want to fight and want to say their Easter speech all at the same time. Those the special ed sector. I hear they pull ups and Vicks vapor rub on their nose. It's crazy. I don't know. Because they got unresolved daddy issues. I don't know. I'm on a tangent. I'm feeling good. I ate some good food. I'm going home. I had some teriyaki wings and lemon pepper wings. I'm feeling full as a tick. I'm ready to go home and nap.
Was
Didn't even have alcohol.
a Cleveland restaurant, or was it one like it's over the country? That's
No,
one
you know Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to Buffalo Wild Wings. He wanted to go there, so we went there. And he's 19, so that's the place he picked. So, and so yeah.
Okay, I want to know your opinion since we're talking about your son is 19.
No, I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, what? Oh, I wanted to ask him a question.
Well, obviously he going to the bathroom.
So, because since he said his son was 19 years old, I wanted to ask his opinion about this 64-year-old preacher married to a 19-year-old.
Oh, you can ask him now. He's here in the car. We better pull around the corner.
No, I wanted to ask you. I mean, I could ask him too. What do you think about the 64-year-old preacher who's married to the 19-year-old member of his church?
Oh,
because that young lady is the same age as your son.
Uh-huh.
oh.
You better not bring no damn 64-year-old woman around my house. I'll shoot shit out both of y'all.
Come on, get this cougar away from me. Get this cougar away from me.
Cougar, that's a goddamn woolly mammoth. Or
I mean, if she got good pension and good retirement plan, I got like $10 million in my pocket. I mean, 69, she probably got like a good 5 years left. She got to wait it out.
Oh, that's a damn shame.
No, he said got to wait it out.
I mean, if she get close to trying to do so, I might be like, no. I'll fake an injury.
Whatever.
I say they got cut off about 3 years ago.
Whatever.
Well, you know, old people have a way of inspecting. She ain't gonna let you get away with that. But
no,
not if she a cougar. She been around for a while. She done heard all the excuses you can give.
She a damn saber-tooth. She that old.
She a saber-tooth.
Saber-tooth tiger.
Perspective angle, you ain't right. That's not a cougar. That's an old jaguar. But what do you think about that, Darryl?
I had to trip that part. There's men somewhere don't see nothing wrong with that, but if you are, I question your integrity, your decency. I question a lot of things. I put you right up there with the breadbasket sector. Anything and everything goes. It ain't molestation, it's exploration. It's just nasty. So I think that's wrong. And that man's old enough to be that young lady's grandfather. Hell, great grandfather, truth be told. I just think it's wrong. I mean, how you gonna justify that? You got kids. Your children are old enough to be your wife's parents. And
his grandchildren are older than her.
Yeah,
older than her.
Think about it. He's 60. What? How old is he again? 60 what?
64.
Okay, he's 64. Just imagine now.
He only a couple years older than you.
Shut up! I'll punch the shit out of you. So realistically, let's just say he was 20 when he had his child. So he's 64. He got a 44-year-old child, and that girl 19. That 44-year-old is old enough to be that young lady's next street. That's the road is closed. Old enough to be somebody. Old enough to be their parent. So he basically married his granddaughter. He probably, in fact, that old man probably got grandkids older than his wife. How you gonna justify that?
He does. And then
you're just nasty.
This is what I wanted to do. Wish I could do to that man. If I was in the church, because he actually got up in the church before he married her and told his congregation, I think they got married in this past November, but I think they got engaged months before. He actually got up in the congregation and told them that he was marrying her and that he was waiting for her for 4 years. So I'm like,
wait a minute. That means he was messing with that girl. She was in middle school. That's nasty.
And guess what? She was homeschooled because the church has a homeschool program. Guess who's the principal? He was.
He had her up in the study.
Well, it would be interesting to find out what he actually went to jail for, because from what I understand, he just recently was let out of jail. So I'd like to know what he was incarcerated for, and also
that's what I forgot to ask Vita V today, but I'll get that from her.
Yeah, and
he's had 2 other churches that he pastored, 2 or 3 that on his own, and they went under.
Oh my God in heaven, that's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is disgusting.
So, but yeah, if he got up in charge and something like this is gonna be his wife, and I've been waiting on her for 4 years, this is what I would have did. Stop
being nasty. That's what I'm talking about. He needs his ass.
And I mean, like,
and I said, no, devil, you lie.
That one. I gotta watch that because everybody posts that as a when they be. I gotta see that. What movie is that from?
Which one?
The last one you just showed.
Oh no, W lot. That is actually from the Crucible with Daniel Day-Lewis and Joan Allen, and that actress is playing Tituba, the West Indian slave that was also accused of witchcraft.
Oh.
And so she's trying to get out of being, they're beating her and saying that you're a witch, you're a witch, you're a witch. And she was like, no, it wasn't. So she starts telling them a story, basically just to stop them beating her, which was very common during the Salem witch trials. You get accused, and then to get to stop people from ostracizing you or punishing you, you just have to admit, like, yeah, I did it, even though you didn't do it. So, yeah. But yeah, that's from the Crucible.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm just like you. And there, what Vita V told me is that the church actually, we call live streams their services. But that particular service got scrubbed from their Facebook page.
I would imagine so. Cause he admitted
that's where he said, "I've been waiting for her for 4 years."
So he basically admitted he's a pedophile. A lot of that going on in the Apostolic Church. I ain't gonna say no name. Oh, Pixie Jesus. I hit grabbing.
Hey, Tristan. Betty Yellick, respective angle. She nurses. Betty, hey. Yeah. Can you believe it? Marcellus, you have any other words?
Well, the only thing that I could say is, well, as it relates to this pastor situation, we all know that this is wrong, and I've heard a lot of people say that we need to go to other cultures in the world and see how people are living and all that crap that people say. First of all, we call this progress because we understand that a 64-year-old mind and a 19-year-old mind is not the same. And so we don't condone this in America, and we have progressed past having Mr. to die on top of Seeley. We've progressed past this time.
Exactly.
How did that?
So we've actually moved past that, and so I think people need to really look into that, and I think he should be investigated. And I really believe that, like you said, if he's been grooming her since the age of 15, that's a predatory behavior in my opinion, and I definitely think he needs to have be investigated. That's for sure.
He needs to be shot in the hands. I'm sorry. I know that ain't politically correct, but he needs to be taken somewhere deep in the woods and just whooped until he blacks out. That don't make no sense. Oh, what? And when you were interviewing him, I was talking to, I'm not gonna say who, but they knew his family, his parents, and all that. And he said, I don't know what happened because come from an upstanding family, decent people. I don't know where he took a turn. I was like,
Well, I've been getting some more information on his father, and it seems that his father kind of did the same thing too. He was 21 years old, Pastor the late Jeremiah Wright. And
you keep saying Jeremiah Wright. I don't think that's his last name.
I'm sorry, forgive me.
Right, my fraternity
Jeremiah,
brother. He ain't
I'm
touched
so
nobody.
sorry. Jeremiah Reed.
Yeah,
The late,
yeah,
he's alive. The late Jeremiah Reed was 21 years old when he married the first lady, who was 17 at the time. And it's been reported to me that he saw her or had been looking at her since she was 14.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people forget Elvis Presley married his wife.
Right.
When she was, 13, 14?
Well, he got with her at 14. He married her when she turned 18.
Oh,
Jerry Lee Lewis couldn't wait. He married his 14-year-old.
Good. Sick mouse.
Mm-hmm.
But wait a minute, what they call them people in that church? What was the nickname they gave the people that followed the daddy that you just said, Jeremiah?
Oh, they call them Reedites.
A lot of that going on in Apostolic, ain't it? The Reedites. And Darryl Moore, they say it. The Reedites. Lord have mercy.
What did Tristan say? Tristan say, if he died, she would blow his Social Security check in the club. I call it justice.
Well, hey.
Imagine that a 19-year-old first lady. Oh, respective angle. You didn't see my video? You want to see her picture? They have a picture on the website.
Mm-hmm.
And Marcellus was the one that pointed out that there's only one picture of her.
Oh, wow.
And she's not even listed in as the leadership team.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you what they think about her.
Wait, where's the picture?
And how is she gonna lead the women's department when she's 19 and everybody else in the church is older than her?
Wait, where'd the picture go?
Boy, hey, wait a minute. What's she gonna say to the church mothers?
She ain't nothing really. You can't say nothing about the church mothers.
I'll help you to your seat.
Oh, here's her picture. Let me show y'all. Because some of y'all were there. Thank you for watching. And thank you so much. That video has gotten to 3K.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna get more than that.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a whole lot more.
Okay. So y'all see the picture of her right there, y'all?
Lord have mercy. He's giving away a girl at a debutante ball. He's the proud granddaddy.
He does. That looks like his granddaughter.
Going to a debutante ball. He got to be ashamed of himself.
Respective angle. Their last name is Reed.
But they still the Reedites. I said, damn it. The Reedites. There's a lot of that going on in Apostolic Church.
Yeah. Well, 15 you're about high school, but a freshman, but yeah. That's close.
Shit. He followed her for 4 years and she was 18 when they got married. That means she was in the 8th or the 9th grade when he first got his feelings and tinglings for her.
Yeah. And so when people were saying like, oh, this has nothing to do with him marrying her, nothing to do with the father, but like if your father created this environment where the leader is not questioned, and your own father was 21 and he married his wife when she was 17, and he was looking at her when she was 14. That's where he got it from.
I'm still stuck on the Reedites though.
Lodge Murphy. Her parents.
Move on, Darryl. Move on.
Yeah, her parents actually divorced when this Pastor Dwight Reed became the pastor. And in this church, if someone gets divorced or leaves, you're not supposed to talk to them. So she has not talked to her mother in like a couple of years. Her mother didn't know she got married. Her father gave her away. Yeah.
Who gives this woman? Who gives this woman for the nation of Reedites?
I want you to stop. You understand?
I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna put it in. You stupid.
Oh Lord, let me go over here. Oh.
Okay, I'm putting it in the link in the chat for those of you. And I put timestamps in there in case you want to go to certain parts very quickly, you know. And I thought she was 18 and he was 63, but I believe he was 64 and they were 19. The way they broke down the math. I got the math wrong. Okay.
I'm gonna say Earl Carter. He nasty.
And that's why I shared it on my community wall and I tagged Bishop Earl Carter.
Oh Lord, you know he gonna have a field day. Lord have mercy. He gonna have a field day.
What did you say, Bit? Wait, what did Brandon say? He's a senior citizen in the AARP, car carrying fool, buried that baby. Yep.
He's a pedophile.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he sure is.
That's just straight and simple. There ain't no way to skirt around that issue, y'all. That man is a pedophile. He is a sexual predator of the worst kind. He sat there and looked at that girl for 4 years while she developed from a middle schooler to a high schooler. And I guarantee you, that girl was not a virgin and when he married, I bet you he snuck that girl off somewhere and did something to her. I guarantee you. You'll never convince me otherwise. But that's what sexual predators do. They exploit on your weaknesses and vulnerabilities. That girl ain't have a mom in her life because they stopped speaking because she left that cult and that preacher slithered in there and molested that child. But I'm just speculating. That's
well,
I got some text messages now and some pictures. So there will be a part 2 to this. I just got to get with V to V if it's going to be Tuesday or Thursday. But yeah, I got some text messages. Like I even got a little video. He likes hanging around young people.
Oh yeah, that's breadbasket school of theology.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, Black God, you see you listening on the replay. Yeah, he is a sicko. Hey, Sharon.
He's horrible.
Hey, Muslim.
He's horrible. You know, I can't even. You know, I have anger just thinking about that child. You know, that girl, to be honest, is younger than my son, my youngest son. Can you imagine? You know, I was clowning. You know, me and him riding home, and I said, you know, you better not bring no old woman like that at that age around my house. How much you married her? But
her birthday is in June. So in June 2020, she was 18. Like she literally graduated 2 weeks later was her birthday. And then 2021, she turned 19. I thought she was still 18, but she was actually 19. So actually, she's like
a year older,
like 8 months older than your son. Yeah.
Right. So you know, just think about that. You should be you were supposed to be a freshman or a sophomore in college, and you married to some greasy, nasty old man putting his gray pubic hairs on you. That's just
why'd you have to give me that thought now? See?
Hell, that making my stomach hurt. I hope he has something. I hope he get this dysentery and die. He's a low down bastard. That's what he is. He ain't no man of God. He up in a pulpit preaching. I hope the whole pulpit burn up with him in it. I mean, I wish bad on him. I know that's wrong, but he's just horrible.
What do you mean, Digital Logic?
Well, let me just. If it's this my mic on? Can you actually
Yes, sir.
hear me?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Yes.
Go
okay.
ahead,
Okay.
sir.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
What I was going to say is keep in mind that this pastor, so-called pastor, is the principal of the school that she was attending. So he
Mhm.
so he also had access to her on a daily basis. So you
Mhm.
all need to really give some thought to that as well, because she was with this man on a daily basis. I'm just saying. And I mean, when you study this and you think about this, that's a lot to overcome when you would talk about someone who could possibly be a sexual predator. You understand what I mean? That's a whole lot.
I
And
agree.
and then you have to think about it, especially when you're thinking in the vein of, this man had access to these children, and he still has access to children.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just something to think about.
Mm-hmm. Digital Logic, please. I just dropped the link to my last video. I go through a lot of text messages, photos, talk to two people who are former members of this church. Yeah, this church is a cult. Yeah. So Lagatha, oh, your daughter said Lagatha said her daughter said that old man got worms. Old man give you
Mhm.
worms.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Now, I wanted to ask y'all about this. Kanye West.
No,
He got banned from Instagram for 24 hours.
not long enough.
Yeah, I don't think it was long enough either. And it was because Christ Apostolic Church or Christ Apostolic Temple in Des Moines, Iowa.
Uh-huh.
So this is one in the chat was asking me.
Oh, I was about to say, what'd he do to them people?
No.
I was too. I was confused for a minute.
And he's been on this tirade on social media, basically harassing, stalking his ex-wife, going back and forth. She's trying to, keep me from the kids. So he made a comment to, I guess, Pete Davidson. And so Pete Davidson snapped back with, I think Kanye said, "Where's your addy? Drop your addy so I can pull up." And he said, "Oh, I'm over here in bed with your wife." That was Pete Davidson said. Good comeback, but I'm just like, I know that man got me. No, Kanye was enraged. So, he's always saying stuff. He did the whole video burying Pete Davidson, and he's still upset about his daughter being on TikTok, especially the song she did, which I actually think she shouldn't have done, but that's just me. I'm in love with an emo girl or something like that. And then Trevor Noah and then DL Hughley weighed in on what they thought about the situation. Well, Kanye didn't like that. And I'm trying to think out, where is it? Dang it, did I have the clip? I think I gotta go to the clip. But y'all, while I get the clip, y'all tell me what. I'm sorry, tell me your thoughts about him while I go find the clip.
Of who? Kanye?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Darryl.
let you
In this whole situation.
Oh, shoot. I would hope you go first because that's a loaded question for me.
Because I'm
I
still
think,
eating, so go ahead.
oh, Kanye West is as crazy
Hmm.
as cat shit. You hear me? People like him, people like he's a stalker. Only thing left for him to do, the fool bought a house next door
Hmm.
so he could be looking that woman in the face. Can you imagine you come outside your driveway, you pull up, you going ride somewhere, and then he stand out there in the grass in a bathrobe or something, looking all retarded? I'm
That's
sorry.
got to be the scariest thing ever.
Yeah, and you was mentally unstable because when y'all was married, you had to get a 5150 for him. So you know he has the propensity to be crazy. Hell, standing out there and buying a house across the street is the same showing up to somebody's job and going to the top of a parking deck, looking around. That's just crazy. And it's hot too outside. Oh man, you need a church fan, Jesus holding that lamb and sit still somewhere. Something wrong with you. I mean, something really is wrong with Kanye. Kanye is going to either hurt himself or hurt somebody or both. It's going to be a murder suicide situation. Somebody going to get hurt by him, and he's going to hurt himself because he's not well. He's surrounded by enablers who are yes men. As long as he pays them, as long as he gives them music or does whatever he serves a purpose for in their life, they're yes men in him. And then nobody's telling him the truth. Like, hey man, something's wrong with you. You need to go lay down. You need to get therapy. You need to get on a medicine regimen and be compliant.
Yeah. And I think Respective Angle is correct that Kanye sort of markets his craziness, and he sort of tries to mask his craziness as creative genius.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're all watching a man sort of self-destruct right in front of us, and I think that that's really the crux of this entire matter. He's self-destructing. And it's going to be interesting to see over the next couple of years what he actually does to sort of get himself out of this mess. And I'm hoping that he gets himself out of this mess, because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a real big Kanye fan as far as I think as a person he's pretty crazy, but his music's pretty dope. I got to give him that. When I listen to his music, I mean his music's pretty good. That's all I can say as far as that's concerned.
It hurts me to see. I know what's coming. He gonna hurt himself, or he gonna hurt somebody else, or either both gonna happen. And nobody's doing anything to step in and stop it. And that's sad. But as long as he serves a purpose, it's all right. And that really bothers me. That really, really bothers me.
Well, the music industry will, chew him up and spit him out. They don't care anything about him.
They sure don't, brother. And that's sad. You can make millions and billions of dollars off somebody, and it's common decency. Like, this person's in distress. Let me see what I can offer to help them. Or, these people are very wealthy. Like, if he won't go on his own, I'm like, look here, man, you got a choice. You can go get help on your own, or I'm going to make a phone call, and I'm going to get you put somewhere. You got a choice. But you're going to get help today, whether you want it or not. You're going to get some help, because he's not well. And he's a threat to not only her and that guy, but his own children. He's not well. I guarantee. I really think he hears voices. I think he's got some serious stuff going on.
And hears voices. What do you think the voices are saying to him?
He has these racing thoughts. You can tell from now. Next time you look at something where he's being interviewed or he's making a public appearance, pay very close attention to his eyes. When he's in a manic phase, his eyes just bouncing all over the place like he's high on some kind of stimulant. He's just like a squirrel. He can't sit still. He fidgets. He looks around. He's looking around. Or when he's on the other phase, the depressive phase, he has this blank poker face stare on his face, like the lights is on but nobody's home. Just pay attention to his facial expression. Forget what he says. Just look right into his eyes. The next time he come on TV, just pay close attention. His eyes will tell you everything you need to know about him. It's something wrong, and nobody's doing anything to help the brother.
Well, but I think that entire family's from outer space, and I think that Kanye is just somebody else who was on the spaceship with them, and they decided to kick him off, and now he's landed back down to earth, and he doesn't really know how to live. And because I think that entire family is out to lunch. That's just my opinion. When you listen, when you watch, you're just like, this entire family is self-destructive. Right down to Bruce, Chris, the two little girls with all the Botox and the lips and the face messed up, Kim, Courtney, Chloe, the brother, who comes out of the woods every now and then, to remind people that the less monster is still living, and so I'm not really surprised at this behavior. And I just think that the whole family is just I don't care for them, none of them.
Right.
I think they're all self-destructive. They're just people with a lot of money.
That's it. And they have the same problem that everybody else got. Theirs is magnified because they're all public figures.
And I think Kim is a shapeshifter. I think at night she turns into an alley cat. I really do. When she goes perusing for young black men. And I think that, she thinks that, she don't want to go down the black man train no more. So she done went over here and got this cracked out, crackhead. And she's having fun with him. And who's to say he may be turning her on to something. Who knows?
Anything's possible.
The jury's still out on that one.
Yeah. I wanted to show y'all this. This is what he said. This is DL Hughley said that, what he's doing, he's, whatever he feel about Kim Kardashian, he is stalking her, and what he's doing is wrong, and he shouldn't be doing it. And then Trevor Noah gave a really long Instagram post saying, like, hey, we know you for your genius. We know you for these things, but the way you're acting and where you're treating her is wrong. Like, it's wrong. So Kanye made this long post, y'all. Kanye West. I told y'all before about this TikTok stuff. Now my 8-year-old on here singing she fell in love with an emo girl. Leftists don't want fathers to have no say in our children's lives. I don't want my kids at Godless Sierra Canyon School. I got a voice and I'm not having this. And Perez Hilton, you still ain't answered my question and never put my name next to the word abuse. Don't play with my name like that. I'm a real person who wants the best for my children. And DL Hughley is a pawn. Yeah, I know a king not supposed to address a pawn, but I address everything and find addresses. DL, so don't speak on me or my children. I can afford to hurt you.
Do we have DL's response?
Oh, I can get it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, he let him have it. DL don't. My fraternity brother didn't take that bullshit. He clapped back with jokes, but there was seriousness in his jokes.
I know you don't have Steve Harvey up here.
Yeah, because Steve Harvey, he probably, because
Steve Harvey came to DL's defense too.
He actually came to DL's defense. Yeah.
Steve Harvey is unqualified to tell me that Twinkies can be on the shelf for 30 years. Next.
Well, he did. Now he didn't get breaking the code of church hookerdom. He went out and got him a high stake one now.
Yeah.
And that's why his ass is broke.
Hey, how do you know he broke now? Hold on now. What I missed?
You didn't see the thing the other day? He's 22. He owes the IRS $22 million.
Oh, Steve Harvey?
Yeah. He's blaming it on his account, but
she'll leave him.
Marcellus thinks
if his accountant's name is Marjorie, yeah, he can blame her.
Yeah, she gonna leave him if he out IRS. That means he don't have no money to spend on her. She gone.
Okay.
But she had babies by 2 brothers.
All right, so let me.
I ain't saying she a gold digger,
but she ain't messing with no broke nigga.
All right, so this is DL.
It is the DL Hughley Show, your quarantine connection. Uprising update.
Right on.
If you're going to be in Oxnard, California, I'm going to be there this Friday and Saturday. So come check me out. I had an interesting weekend. So
I would imagine.
I think that's an understatement.
So Kanye, you know what's so funny?
I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, I didn't. Who called me? I forgot who called me. But what's interesting, I didn't care anything about what Kanye said because I think that I meant what I said. I stand on what I said. Here's the bottom line: we wouldn't know what's going on with you if you didn't always put it in social media. That's the point. You can't make social media. You make it everybody's business. Expect nobody to say anything. And the only thing I cared about is putting my address out there and making threats. But what ended up happening is I ended up reaching out to some people who knew the people who were supposed to be the people he was going to send. So
A lot of people.
So those people call those people. We end up talking. I end up getting him on the phone, and I listened to him for like 15 minutes. I'm telling my kids and this and that, and he said, "You said I was a stalker." I said, "Because I believe that to be true. You are a stalker. I believe that." You just that we go back, and you mother. I said, "I don't care what you say. I don't care your opinion of me. I stand on the fact that I think your behavior is dangerous. I think you're a stalker, and I think you're indulged too much. I do. That's what I think.
Absolutely, I agree.
And it's only my business, like anybody else's business, because you put it out there. And the only problem I have is you giving my address out and saying that I'm that I passed out on stage because I'm a drug addict. Everybody knows I'm a drunk, not a drug addict. It's crazy.
Get it right. Get it right.
Get my biases right. But that whole threat thing, I said, you wouldn't talk to me like this. You're not the only people. Listen, and I ended up saying to him, I said, I'm not the only person with an address. Everybody lives somewhere. What do you think that means? And it ended up the dudes who I called to talk to work with the dudes he knows. So it ended up being, hey man, we'll stay out of it. It's between y'all. I said, all right, that's fine. I'm gonna stand on what I said. I believe it. I believe that was a manic episode. But what Pete Davidson did, when Pete said, he said, where you at? And he said, I'm in bed with your wife. I'd have killed myself right there. I would have. And he showed a picture of it. Oh man. Oh my God, that was horrible.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Yeah.
I think that was inappropriate.
Because it goes from one thing to the other. It's like first is your woman, then it's about your kids, and like even today she's like, he sees his kids all the time. So if you don't want nobody in your business, don't put nobody in your business.
Thank
Put them
you.
in your business. That's right.
But I don't know who you think you're scaring. Not with them. I know what you did last summer, Boots. You're crazy. I wouldn't get beat up by the Gordon's fishermen. Are you crazy? That's not gonna happen. Coming up this hour, we're gonna be talking with R&B superstars.
Just a Gordon Fisherman.
When you say Gordon Fisherman, I was like,
Now that's funny.
It is.
And you can't go after no comedian because he gonna roast your ass all day, every day. Okay, you're not even gonna make it. That's
you can't
pretty
go in no
funny.
group. You damn sure can't go in no group chats either. Get your feeling hurt and show up at their job the next day at the radio station.
Now, I think Pete Davidson crossed the line as well. How disrespectful of the woman that he's in bed with to be putting that out to the guy that her child's father, her children's father. That's
who's already on edge,
right?
And might do something to her. So,
that's an unacceptable behavior, and that's something that should not be done or condoned. And I feel like both of these people in this particular instance are wrong, and that the children should be the focus of this situation, and they should make sure that however this pans itself out, that the children land safely. But the way that this is going, something's going to end up happening to their father. Their mother is going to be a whole wreck and a mess, and then this new guy who, I mean, he doesn't have any vested interest in the children, her or him. So it's like, it's just worthless to be on social media doing that.
You're right.
It's just nothing that can be said. That boy got to get some help. And I pray somebody cuts through the red tape for him. He may hate their guts, but I hope somebody get him inpatient. Inpatient facility.
You're right.
Hey, Ebony. I'm doing two things when we get off here, Ebony. I think because I thought I responded to you, but somebody told me I didn't. So I'm going to respond to you, and I'm going to post for you guys. I'm sending a graphic to Kim and Darryl to put up on their community walls to update you guys on the legal stuff. So y'all be looking out for that. I'm going to try to get it finished within about 20 to 30 minutes after we get off of this live, and then I'm going to bed because I'm tired.
I understand.
And I'm going to go watch me some movies and fall asleep.
Okay. What's other topics I want to talk about? I think we talked about the big three: Jussie, Pastor Dwight, and Kanye. Is it me? Am I the one echoing?
But I think to yourself because we can't hear an echo. Now
No, for real,
I'm
we
just
can't. I
saying
don't
we
hear
can't
echo,
hear it.
but
Exactly.
I don't hear echo at all. Do you have your headphones on?
Yes.
Now good Lord, now you done made me forget what I was gonna say. Father.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We're talking about the crazy boy.
Yeah, I know, but there was something that I wanted to say in regard to that. But anyway, from what I heard too, Kim, he hurled some racial slurs at Trevor Noah.
Oh yeah, you know how there's a church song called "Come by Here, My Lord, Come by Here."
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He said "Kumbaya, Kumbaya here."
Oh, so he was calling him a coon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, it's so funny how people do coonish things, and then when they're caught in the midst of a situation, they want to start labeling other people as coons and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, with grown men, that just doesn't really work.
Right.
It just doesn't work. If that's the case, Clarence Thomas would stick his head in the sand and never come out ever again in life.
Oh Lord. Did you read? I'm trying to find an article. It said something about his wife may have been at the rally on January 6th.
Yeah. And speaking of January 6th and illegal behavior, to everybody that's in the chat and that's gonna come behind this video, let me explain something to you. Robbing and stealing and holding people hostage and doing all kind of foolishness and robbing folks, you're not going to get away, you idiots. Listen to me carefully. This is 2022. Do you all know how they found the people from the 6th of January? It's called facial recognition software. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. If they get a good picture of you on a surveillance camera, they can find your ass.
Right.
And you all and people in the world need to understand we are not in the wild, wild west. You're not robbing banks. You're not robbing jewelry stores. You ain't doing a whole bunch of mess and think that you're going to get away with it. That's not going to work in today's society. To all the criminals out there, please listen to me. Save yourself the time in prison and just stop. Now, if you want to be a criminal, you need to be a white collar criminal. Okay? Because typically white collar criminals, they're able to hide the money, bury the money, and then they go to federal prison, and federal prisons are much better than the prisons than you Negroes are hanging out at. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not condoning anybody doing white crime. I'm just simply saying you all need to rethink your positions in life because robbing people and doing foolishness is not a good idea.
Oh, Doc Singer Martin said she was at the insurrection and left before Trump spoke.
Oh,
is that what she said?
She probably had to go somewhere and get lunch.
Ebony said she was at the rally. Okay.
Bless you, Jesus.
And y'all need to understand something about the technology because a lot of people were criticizing the technology. That it doesn't work well with people who are Black or people who are people of color. So guess what? Most of y'all down there was white, so they gonna get you. It works really well on y'all faces. It works really well on y'all faces. So, and some folks are being turned in by their family and their friends.
Well, I would turn you in if you was my neighbor. I ain't gonna lie, I'll turn you right on in. Because I don't want you living next door to me. If this is gonna get you away from me with your crazy behind, I'll turn you in. I'm just saying.
You gonna turn to me?
Mm-hmm. Sure am. Ain't you gonna feel bad about it either. And probably gonna barbecue the day they come and arrest you. So I can be right. I'm gonna be right on my lawn.
You gonna be on your lawn,
flipping my ribs and going, boy, they sure did get little Johnny, didn't they? I wonder what he did.
Oh Lord, that's a shame. Who wants some extra rib? That's gonna be you.
He probably went around telling somebody that they were drugged and raped. Keep moving. I'm sorry. I had a moment.
That's all right.
I said drugged and raped. Go ahead. But this is some sick stuff. And speaking of sick stuff, I again want to say this. If you are taking videos and putting them in your private Patreon of men having sex,
right,
you are a porn peddler. You may as well put on your call your Patreon Pornhub or the Gospel Pornhub. However you doing it, or the prophetic Pornhub.
Oh my goodness! Don't give them no ideas.
I'm just saying, or the apostolic Pornhub. I'm just saying.
That's what the prophet says.
It's ridiculous.
I can't.
That's all right. Sooner or later, Larry, it's gonna catch up to you. And you gonna wish you didn't do that stuff.
Respect the maker, don't give no idea.
I'm just saying. This is ridiculous.
You wanted to add spice back into your marriage?
Oh, shut up, kid.
Log on to.
That is so blasphemous.
I'm sorry.
That is horrible. Those people are so horrible. Oh my Lord. Well, I've just been so darn busy and trying to get some things done, and I'm really excited about what's going to be coming in the near future. And we'll keep you guys posted and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, but I'm excited. I'm taking my butt to bed though when this is over. I'm so tired.
Right? Yes, goodness, it's been a hell of a day, man.
And I got my day started. I think it was it 4 or 5 o'clock this morning? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm like,
yeah,
Jesus,
you told me you were going to be up working early.
I'm like, Father.
So what are y'all gonna watch on Netflix or Hulu or?
Tonight I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I want to watch Righteous Gemstones. I'm going to start that series.
Bro, I keep telling you, you ain't missing. You missing out on some comedy. If you don't watch that, everybody y'all should get y'all on good
Gemstones. Okay.
Yes, that'll have you hollering.
So I'm gonna start on that.
You'll see some similarities in some of the people that we be looking at on social media.
The update on Ukraine. So what has happened within the last week and a half? The U.S. has decided that they are not going to be importing any like Russian products, and then on top of that, Ukraine President Zelensky spoke to our Congress, and ironically, both Democrats and Republicans are kind of like on board. They're going to give U.S. is going to give $800 million in military aid to the Ukraine. So, and
Joe Biden.
Okay.
Well, let me just tell you what my theory is on this.
Okay.
I think we're watching Russia steal millions and millions of dollars from the Americans, and we're giving it to them willingly. And I think that the United States media, that our media is lying to us. And I think they are continuing to lie to us every single day regarding the Ukraine. If those of you who have been following this story, you all know over the last several weeks, they've been saying things like, oh, they're not making very good ground. Oh, you know, they were stopped in certain cities and they weren't able to make a very good ground. And then 2 days later, you hear them say, oh, the Russians have surrounded Mariupol.
Right.
And I'm just like, well, wait a minute. Either they didn't make a lot of ground or they're making ground because now they done surrounded the capital city. You can't have it both ways. So I'm just like, now, wait a minute. What's going on here? And then here's what the United States government does. We're just going to send millions of dollars to Ukraine. Now, if you all remember, back when we were fighting this war with Saddam and all this stuff, y'all remember all those millions and millions of dollars that got missing, that came up missing that nobody could find. This is the exact same crap that they're doing again. And here's my theory on that. I think the government is paying Putin for all of the sanctions that they're putting on him. So all of these ridiculous sanctions, oh, we're going to stop the shrimp and we're not going to let the vodka and we ain't going to do this. Well, it don't matter if you're giving me $800 million. It doesn't matter, because where's this money going? Like, who's gonna, if the city gets seized, who gets the 800 million? Where does the 800 million go?
Are they doing okay? I'm listening to you. I'm processing it. I don't agree with all of it, but I'm listening because I'm like, this making me think. What if because what I feel like is the U.S. is trying to throw money at the situation, because that's an old Cold War tactic. You throw money so a country doesn't fall to communism.
That doesn't work.
But I don't think it's going to work, because the President Zelensky literally says every day, hey, y'all, I need y'all to bring y'all troops over here and help us push these people back.
Right.
But at the same time, Zelensky, I'm like, well, why are you not asking to be a part of NATO then?
Well, here's my thing with that. First of all, stop getting on your television crying, talking about Mr. Biden, please, you the America, you the hope of the world, and all this crap. Don't do that, because it makes you look weak and it makes you look stupid, and it makes you look like you're not a leader. We are not responsible for the Ukraine. The Ukraine should have been working on its military. It should have been building its defenses, because it's just like, Israel and all of the stuff that's going on surrounding Israel. You have to be a strong nation. Even though you're a smaller nation, you have to display some level of strength. So maybe the Ukrainian people should have sought a different leader, because obviously you're not the kind of person who can lead them into a place of victory, obviously. And CNN is lying, and all your news stations are lying to you. In a couple of days, we will hear that Russia has taken over the Ukraine. It's coming, slowly but surely.
You definitely need to check out, because I like to look at the BBC, the Young Turks. I've been watching this new station called Eurovision. They do. Also, I like to watch Al Jazeera. These are other, international news agencies. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't want to, but I'm thinking, like, if the U.S. is saying, hey, we are not going to be engaging Russia in Ukraine, which means, if Russia goes into one of the NATO countries, yeah, we're going to show up because we have an agreement. So I'm just like, why is Zelensky not asking to be a part of NATO? Like, you already requested to be part of the EU the other day. So
yeah, well, I mean, a military defense is not asking the Ukrainian people to make Molotov cocktails and hurl them at tanks. That's not a good defensive strategy.
Yeah, C-SPAN is good too. But it seems like, like you said, I gotta look at the other channels, because the stuff I'm seeing is like, you got women want to grab a gun and go fight, and I'm just like, okay, y'all.
That's a really? Sure sign that that's not good. Well, and Marjorie, I do agree that some of the Russian soldiers are bowing out, and that's because they're finding out that what they've been fed has been propaganda and a bunch of lies, and they're seeing their fellow countrymen die at the hands of a war that they should not even be fighting.
Right.
That's why everybody's cutting off Twitter and cutting off social media platforms.
Yeah, Russia's cutting off Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Oh, I forgot the other update. Someone asked me about the update. Biden talked to what's his name? Xi Jinping, the president. Is it the president or the prime minister?
All them people
of China.
All those people's names sound like dishes breaking. Ping, pang,
stop.
pow.
Lord.
All of them. It's just so horrible. A bunch of dishes breaking. Ling, lang. Don't it sound like some dishes breaking? Ping,
no, it
pow.
does not.
Sound like an old Batman show. You remember how they used to go pow?
I can't with you.
I'm just saying. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I like those two Mississippi Girl. But I didn't get a chance to watch because his what's her name? Petoskey? The press house whatever the person is that goes out and talk to the reporters. she was giving updates on the conversation they had, but I'm gonna look at some other sources too to see what's going on, because China's been very quiet. Even though like a month before they were like, no, there's no evidence that Russia is going to invade Ukraine, and it's like, since this happened, they have not said nothing.
Yeah, well, we really need to build the infrastructure of this country.
We do.
Let me just say this: whether or not we're paying attention to this or not, we're actually in the midst of a financial crisis in our country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the feds are actually raising interest rates.
They raised it today, right?
You know,
or yesterday.
I might have been yesterday, the day before. You know, we've got stuff going on over here, and if we don't really, within the next 10 to 20 years, sort of really focus on the infrastructure of our country, we're going to be like a third world country over here.
Right.
You know, and all of this stuff that they're paying you $15 or $17 to flip a burger. Well, it's not going to work when the burger combo is going to cost you $25. You know, because see, what you don't realize is everything is increasing. So even though they're giving you money, you know, when you go to buy a pack of chicken or some neck bones, and the neck bones is $34 and $35, you know, it makes a big difference. You understand? I mean, the rents, everything's going up. Nothing's going down. I'm just saying. So you can count on it. The gas tax in every state. I've been telling everybody, think about it. The majority of the money that you spend at the pump goes to taxes.
Wasn't they thinking about suspending the tax? But was it the Republicans or the Democrats were divided about suspending the tax?
But there's no such thing as Democrats or Republicans, and that's the other thing that irritates me.
Okay,
it's the same damn bird. Do you honestly think that the rich Democrats care whether or not poor people are literally making it or not? They don't.
They only care if they're allowed to vote for them.
Yeah, they're so detached. They're literally detached from you. They have not a clue. They don't really care. Now, you might have some of your state and local representatives that might care, but if you talk about on a national level, the Democratic Party caring about whether poor people can eat or pay their bills, bull jive.
Yeah, I think my county and city does a really good, Democratic Party does a really good job, but that's because they have to battle this red state I live in all the time. But nationally, I don't.
I just don't understand why they don't get your governor and roll him down a very steep hill. I'm just saying.
Okay, last week you were talking about they should take him to the beach.
I'm just saying, because if they throw him in the water, he's just out of luck. I'm just saying, because he can't flap. The only thing he can flap is his arms. Get him out there in a really good current. He's done. He's toast. And they could just tell God they found him dead. They took him out to baptize him, and he just wanted to stay in the water a little bit longer. I'm just sick of these people. It's insanity.
He is up for re-election this year. He won. Well, and this is the ironic thing. In May, they're going to have runoffs, primary runoffs, and he actually has competition in his own party that wants to replace him as the Republican candidate. So we'll see.
Well, and to the individuals comment in the chat, but ExxonMobil and all of these gas companies are making record profits, just record profits, and the president doesn't set gas prices. That's the other thing. It's so stupid, this argument that people are making, and that's why I'm starting to buy more things from Walmart.com, and I'll just leave it there. Because
go ahead.
Y'all need to diversify where you spend your money. You can wait 2 days to get your damn package. I'm just saying.
Right. You can. I was also going to say, during the pandemic, and even now with the gas prices rolling up, it's like other day I spent $70 to fill up my tank. But then my teacher colleague was like, he was upset about filling that much in his tank too. But guess what? He has stock in Texaco and Exxon. So he actually, on the other end, is actually getting money from this crisis.
Oh yeah, all the Democrats are too. Are you kidding?
So
me?
I'm just like, okay, how much do I need? I don't even know if I have any money to put stock on those two right now.
You guys need to do some homework. Nancy Pelosi makes more money on these stocks, and it's public information, so they have to post it.
She's the richest in the house, isn't she?
Yeah, and her husband make a gazillion dollars.
Yeah,
you guys just really have to think about it. Just think about it. That's all I'm saying.
Mm. Oh, look out to say F Walmart. What did Walmart do to you? Look out them. Now I will say about Walmart, they do have some very convenient things for you, but they just don't always treat their workers correctly, which I think Amazon has the same problem. It's like, hey, we can get everything we want from them, but as far as the workers, unionization is not looked upon as very good. Oh yeah, I saw that mess. Oh, y'all, please pray for the people, us in Texas right now. Not just because we're in the red state, but West Texas fire, which I think is really Central Texas. But anyway, the cold front that has come through has brought the smoke from this fire that is still going on, and so it has been. They've been telling people like, hey, if you have an N95 mask, please wear it outside. So a lot of they're cautioning people who have respiratory problems that hey, stay indoors if possible, and they have to leave using N95 masks. But any mask, they got to go out. So, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I think in a minute, you're gonna need to wear a mask just to come on YouTube because it's more pollution on YouTube than there is, pretty much outside in the world. It's horrible. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely horrible. It's one thing to ask questions. It's one thing to investigate and to really, just ask questions. Why is somebody claiming to lie on a tax return and getting on live talking about they lied to get a PPP loan? And you have a right to ask questions about that, and to be demonized for doing so. I think it's atrocious, in my opinion.
It sure the hell is.
Yeah, I've heard that there some places there's a surge happening. There's a new sub-variant, they're calling it. And I'm just like, okay, everybody went on spring break, no mask. I'm like, I knew it was gonna happen. Okay. Are we gonna tell people to put masks back on and social distance again? All right. Oh, y'all stay safe out there.
Wow. Okay, I thought
Thank you, Betty and she nurses. Okay. Darryl, you in the house now? Oh yeah, that was so sad. Young Thug is a rapper, and when one of the mothers of his children was killed at a bowling alley after an argument.
Wait a minute, who was killed?
Young Thug, the rapper, his baby mama. I don't want to say baby. Mother of one of his children was killed today.
Oh wow.
Oh, really? I thought most of the American companies said that they were stopping. Because I remember Starbucks, McDonald's, I think Amazon too.
Oh man, I didn't. Hold on, did I put?
But Burger King said they're gonna stay, huh? The king is gonna stay. You trying to be the new king of Russia?
Oh Lord, have mercy. Hold on, let me keep adding this.
Let me see if I can find. That's what I don't like. It's like there's people who having arguments, road rage, and okay, let me see if I can find a short video over a bowling ball. Okay, fair use. Let's look at this. Didn't a couple months ago a rapper was at was actually at fair use?
Boy Plug Boy Ash, and today we got some unfortunate news, as you guys seen by the title. One of Young Thug's baby mamas has passed away, as you guys see right here. It says the mother of Young Thug's 2 sons was allegedly gunned down last night. Police believe it was over an argument over a bowling ball that spilled into the parking lot. Rest in peace. The story was also confirmed by TMZ, as you guys see right here. It says Atlanta. A fight over a bowling ball ends with 1 shot, woman shot to death. Southwest Atlanta police say. Now, honestly, this whole story is very sad, especially because she went to the bowling alley. A bowling alley is a place you go when you're trying to have a good time with friends or family. And for her to lose her life at a place where she was supposed to have a good time is very sad and unfortunate. And the person who did it most definitely had to be a crazy person, because if her losing her life was because a bowling ball spilled into the parking lot, then the person who committed this crime is definitely out of their mind and needs to be off the streets immediately, because arguing over a bowling ball or whatever the situation might have been with the bowling ball or whatever it was is no reason to take another person's life. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about this whole situation. This whole situation is just heartbreaking, because now 2 of Young Thug's kids is gonna now have to grow up without their mother. I could just imagine how tough it is on his kids, and Young Thug seeing his kid, because it's just a tough situation. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Why don't we change that and simply say, Young Thug, go get your children and raise your children.
Right.
I think the narrative there needs to be a little bit changed. If the baby mom is gone, go get your children and raise them, sir.
Right. That's what who was that person that did that? I don't know. What's that lady that died? Can't think of her name. It's not Marilyn Monroe, but I can't think of her name. She died in a car accident. And she left her daughter. Her daughter is Mariska Hargitay from Law and Order SVU. Her dad was a former Mr. Olympian or something. And so when her mother died, he went and got his daughter, and he raised her with his new wife.
And a lot of people don't realize that Bill Cosby's done a whole lot when it comes to people like that. Actually, he's done that a couple times for folks. Believe it or not, for other people's children. I'm just throwing that out there, but he's done that a couple of times.
Oh, thank you, James Mansfield. Yeah, she died in a car accident. Yes, he does. Dwight Howard's son. But I read that he's actually is seeking custody. Which I think now he should be able to get it.
Well, he has to be able to get it because he's the child's father and the mother's gone. So he gets first, No,
I'm talking about the Dwight Howard's case.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I can't even speak on that.
Okay, remember we said, I don't know, you may have been going to sleep. Okay, so Dwight Howard's baby mama Roy.
That's right. That's
Royce,
right.
seems that their son has some sexual problems. Not keep his hands to himself. And so the stipulation was that he was never supposed to be around anyone younger than him. So, but I read an article that he was actually seeking custody of his son. So I'm just thinking like this should be able to get him the custody if, Royce can't even do what the court told her to do, to not to leave him alone with someone else that's younger than him.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is about these young people and people just in general who just can't keep their hands to themselves. You just need to keep your hands to yourself. You're not a child. This isn't romper room. You're not going to get any brownie points because you think you beat someone up. You just need to keep your hands to yourself and go on about your business. Mind the business that pays you. Simple as that. Mind that business.
Yeah, she recently got arrested like last week, and Mm-hmm. Ebony said that the man who shot Young Thug's baby mother, he left and waited in the parking lot till she came out and shot her. What the hell?
Yeah, so that's premeditation. So he's probably never gonna.
Mm.
Yeah, he's probably never gonna get out of jail.
What in the hell? I'm sorry. I should be cursing. Hey, Miss Rollo speaks.
Lord have mercy.
All right. Do you guys have any Nutvilles for today, this week?
I am the Nutville. I'm my own Nutville. I'm so damn tired. I'm my own Nutville this week.
Darryl?
I think he done went to sleep.
I think he done fell asleep.
No, I have not. I had myself on mute because I'm I got to make some administrative changes.
Okay. All right.
My Nutville is the people that keep making videos after video after video, and it's only like 30 people watching them and calling people McNuggets and other names and dry dicks and all this other stuff that they be calling people, and people that go on top of parking decks in the Texas heat, and people that wear wigs on their head that feel like Easter basket grass and think that it's sexy, trying to look like Aaliyah. People that's around here doing videos about other preachers' sexual indiscretions when they got their own. I mean, I can go on and on and on. But yeah, it's some jokers out here with some serious mental deficiencies.
Right, right.
I agree.
Help me, Lord Jesus. Okay. So my Nutville for today was the it was 3 people last week who basically got on a live to talk about me.
Somebody got okay. Let me get my. Wait a minute.
And it was 3 people that I thought.
Whoa.
Huh?
Hold on. I'm stopping you because I want to clearly be able to understand what you are about to say and do. So let me stop for just a second. You said there were 3 people who got on a live and talked about you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm gonna sit back and hush. Go ahead. Go
for 5 hours. And I just was like, me? For 5 hours? But I probably shouldn't call them a Nutville. I really should thank them, because what you ended up doing for me was you actually made me laugh. You know, because you were up there saying all these things about me, and then lo and behold, all the people who didn't like me showed up. So it was just like, oh, I don't have to go looking for these people. They all here. And I'm just like, literally 5 hours. And guess what? They say it's gonna be a part 2. And I'm just trying to figure out, if you don't like me, why are you sitting 5 hours talking about me?
Because it's profitable. It's profitable. It's profitable, and then misery loves company. So
I guess so.
Ignorant and bitter people hang together. So that's one. They drown themselves in each other's misery, and then they try to make a dollar off. Well, only one person, if you realize that the ringmaster is the only person that makes money off the whole setup. So
yeah. So just letting y'all know, you're gonna do the same thing tomorrow. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last week. I'm gonna download your video and I'm gonna screenshot everything everybody say about me. I'm keeping the file. All right. So yeah, y'all just Lagata, who are these people? Let's just say the 3 people who was talking to me about me, 2 of them are what's the word you use, Darryl or Marcella? What's the word I use? They're from the special ed sector.
Oh yeah. The short bus with the tinted windows in the wheelchair lift.
Yeah.
The special needs sector.
Yeah, the special needs sector.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm paying your bill, somebody owes me a check. So hit my cash app because you wouldn't have no content without me.
I'm not
5
arguing.
hours?
I'm not arguing with no joker
5 hours.
that get an SSI check.
Listen here, Ebony. I could not, in any time frame, spend 5 hours sitting on a platform talking about anybody.
The other fool did 10 hours. Oh, the rooftop stalker. He did a total of 15 hours worth of content yesterday. Between his videos, the panels, and then the stalking, he did a total of 15 hours of content. That means he only got 9 hours of sleep in the last 2 days. That's a manic phase. That's mental illness. But that's what happened when you got unresolved mommy and daddy issues. That's what happened.
Thank you so much. Look, is it Lunch Morph? Thank you so much. That's what they're doing. 5 hours. Y'all talked about me. It's advertising. You brought me a new subscriber. Thank you so much for coming over.
And that's what I tell all these people. If y'all talk about each other, and you wouldn't help them because all you're doing is sending people to other people's direction. That's it.
And one of those 3 people who are over there, y'all like to be in this other person's chat. He literally said in his chat, don't say that person's name over here because we don't want to give them advertising. You literally put my name in your title. You put my face on your thumbnail, and you literally had a 5-hour live about me. You advertised for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
Right. What else can be said?
Mm-hmm. Other than blessed be the tide that binds our hearts in Christian love. Say it with me. The fellow, as we roll the credits. The fellow.
Oh, you know what? You so stupid.
Well, any last words, gentlemen?
Nope.
The only thing I could say is, first of all, to everybody, I apologize for not being my normal self this week. I'm just a little on the tired side. But I will simply say this. YouTube and some of the stuff that's been going on, I can't wait till we get an opportunity to really address some of this stuff. And soon and very soon, we're going to be able to do that, and I'm looking forward to it. I must tell y'all. That's all I'll say. I'm looking forward to it. That's it. That's all I got. God bless y'all, everybody. Please continue to play. I'm so tired I can't even talk. Pray for the A team, and pray for all of us. And for God's sakes, don't rob nobody. Don't steal. Don't hold people at gunpoint. Go find you a job. If you don't have gainful employment, there are a lot of places hiring in this country. Put on a mask if you're scared. Pray. Bring your hand sanitizer. There's work to be done.
And stay off rooftops.
And do this. I know some of you probably don't like me, but you don't want to hear it. If you like to troll, it's possibly you're gonna get trolled too.
Ain't no possible in it.
Okay.
You are.
If you like to troll, guess what? Someone's gonna troll you too.
You
like to troll to get other folks upset. Well, guess what? That was what someone was doing to you. So, okay, just saying.
I want to go to bed.
They doing it on purpose, just like you like to do it to other folks. They doing it to you, and you're falling in the trap. What do you mean he lost his main channel? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, really? I actually don't take pleasure in that, but
shit, I do.
goddamn, Darryl.
Shit. I think I'm about to get an erection. Shit. Whatever.
Yeah. Go lie down.
Yeah, I'm about to
So y'all, we're all about to
go to bed.
down. So please like, share, subscribe. Catch some of the other videos on Darryl Moore's channel and on mine. Thank you so much for watching us. Those of you going to come back and catch the replay, we're appreciative that you're over here watching us. We're actually some really cool people. You get to know us, you know?
Yeah. We're actually, we try to have fun and make things light. There are certain times when we're serious about certain things. I think you guys need to go back, if you haven't this week, and go watch Kim's show that she did the other day with this 64-year-old pastor and this 19-year-old girl. I think you are going to learn something.
I got timestamps to help y'all. I put the timestamps into it. And talking with Vita V, she just texted me. We're gonna do a part 2 next week.
And you tell Vita V when she come to do this part 2, if you're listening, Vita V, don't be talking into your mic and acting like you didn't know that we could all hear you. I'm just saying. And she kept throwing me off. I kept saying, wait a minute, is she talking to me, us, somebody else? Like, Lord. That's all I have.
Okay.
God bless y'all.
All right. God bless y'all. Bye, y'all. Good night.
Good night.
You've been listening to Friday Nights with the A-Team. Please remember to visit us online at ateamtv.com. Share the show with a friend. And for God's sake, stay out of Nutville. And keep your breadbasket safe. The A-Team Friday Night Live is a production of the A-Team Television Network.